Rodney Appleton, welcome to the call and thank you for being here today.
Hey man, well, thank you very much. Thank you, Ted. Well, I'll tell you quickly, man. When you reached out to me, Danny, I got that WhatsApp call and I said, "Oh, somebody must be trying to scam me or something." So I normally don't take cold calls. I got over 5,000 numbers in my phone. Anyhow, you left me such a professional message, and I listened to the message, and I jumped on the call with you after listening to the message. It just made me want to call you. When you got me on the phone with Ted, we had a conversation. You first hit me in with that 12-minute video, and that really got my attention. It had everything I was looking for. It wasn't an hour-long presentation. But what was even more important was when I got Ted on the phone with my mother and my stepdad out there in Texas, because my mother, she had lost her thyroid, and she wasn't eating. She'd been in the bed for 3 months straight. So Ted was gracious enough to overnight my parents some product, and while he was talking to them, he told them exactly what was going to happen. He says, "In about 3 days, you're going to feel better, and you're going to have a big difference." So I called the next day, the second day, and my stepdad said, "Rodney," he said, "You know, I won't lie." He says, "I felt so good. I got up and I mowed the back lawn and I washed both cars." And they live in Texas. They have a very, very big yard. So how's my mom doing? He said, "Well, your mother's sitting at the kitchen table playing her crossword puzzles." I'm like, "Oh my God." So I spoke to my mother and I was happy about that. I called the fourth day. They were on a walk. I says, "You have got to be kidding me." My mother used to drive to the mailbox. So I tell you what, she wasn't getting no nutrients in her body. And I thank God that this product smelled good and tasted good. And that's the rest of the story. I don't want to talk too long, but I'm very excited about this. I like the fact that it's extremely duplicatable. And when you folks see this comp plan, many of you already have, you're going to understand this is the biggest no-brainer in the history of no-brainers. Back to you, Danny.
Thank you, Rodney. Thank you for your kind testimony. Well, ladies
If
and
you see the
gentlemen,
ingredients, you know what he's talking about. It's unreal.
Well, yeah, but just because it's got good ingredients don't mean it's going to do what they
All
say.
right, we're
I
just gonna
mean,
go ahead and mute a couple people here. I do apologize, folks. This is an intimate group here, so we'll just make sure that we're actually controlling the flow. So I'll mute Melody. Thank you very much, and we'll continue on, Danny. Thank you so much, sir.
thank you, Ted. Well, guys, I want to introduce you to my good friend and business partner who introduced me to LIVEDEN. And I'm very grateful to this guy. And there's never a day when I don't thank him. And this guy's been in the nutrition space for 37 years. He's got a master's in nutrition. But more than that, this guy actually cares about people. He wants to see them get the product result first. And over the course of 37 years, he's made in excess of $20 million. Ted Wilson, thank you for being here today. Over to you, sir.
Well, once again, thank you very much for that nice, kind introduction, and thank you, Danny, for equally your wonderful pedigree and leadership that you're bringing to the table. And we're having fun. If you're not having fun, then let's not do it, okay? Because right now the world is full of doom and gloom and tariff wars and political strife and divisiveness and challenges all around and geopolitical wars and Ukraine and Russia and China and guys. We got to get back to loving thy neighbor. I'm not here to be political. I'm just here to bring back a four-letter word. It's called love. And if that's too much of rainbows and unicorns, I apologize, but that's where I operate from. We got to get back to basics. And that's not a pitch. That's not trying to get into your credit card. This is from my heart, okay? Rodney's mom was sick and was the right thing to do. I just felt compelled. I wanted to bless the family. I overnighted some product to her. And it's a great story because end of the day, everybody, everybody's body, everybody out there is in a state of imbalance. It's just a hard reality. 80% of people's consumption in North America is processed foods that has a wrapper or box around it. You can try to grow your own garden. You try to buy organic. You go to the grocery store. You do your very best. But the fact is that GMOs and synthetic nutrition, it's all around us. And we have to figure out a way to stave off illness and disease and become a better version of ourselves. Because end of the day, the healthiest person in the graveyard will give anything for one more day. Now, I'm not some hyped up guy in Alberta that's done great in the space and I'm just about Joe business. I'm not just about that. I'm about connection. I'm about providing solutions, and I'm about love. And I'm about enjoying the fact that we're doing something right at a very tumultuous time in human history. Now, on your screen is our one and only product. Can you get excited about a single product focus? Can you get excited about a product that's 14 products in one? Please do not sit back and say, "Oh, it's a greens product. Oh, it's a protein product. Oh, it's a fruit and vegetable thing. Oh, it's a probiotic thing. Oh, it's a mental health thing." No, it's all of that and then some. This is quite possibly the most powerful product for certain in my 37 years. You're right, Danny, 37 years. This is the most powerful product ever that I've witnessed first person in all of my career. I have an undergrad in exercise phys. I have a master's in food science nutrition. I take this stuff serious. I'm a scientist. I'm very linear. I had a fantastic call today with a gentleman. First name was Owen. Really super uber smart guy. I love, love this space because we're attracting great people that are asking all the right questions. Of these 8 major industries, which one of these don't you want in your life? Don't you want something that's going to help to attract and address your microbiome, the second brain? 70+% of all of your decisions being made are coming from the gut, my gut instinct. It's now been validated, physiologically been validated. Mental health, gut-brain axis. What about intermittent fasting? 16 and 8 ratio, 16 hours of fasting, 8 hours of eating. You can't go anywhere. You don't see the value of intermittent fasting. Collagen peptides, all 9 essential amino acids. I had a guy join us last week just because we had all 9 essential amino acids. Very hard to find, by the way. Metabolic syndrome. God, Selena out there in Chicago, she's excited about this, not just on her personal level, but all of her social circle are fighting blood sugar regulation issues and a stalled metabolism. They're on the proverbial plateau. They can't get off the plateau. They're struggling with weight management and the ick factor, respectfully speaking. Plant-based lifestyle, upper right corner. You can't go very far to see now that all this evidence that's mounting that a plant-based protein has a higher bioavailability, higher nutrient absorption value, and also contributes to better forms of immunity. Natural hormone support. Man, what an amazing industry segment with the concept of balancing hormones naturally with the use of mushrooms, adaptogenic mushrooms, all natural ingredients. Now more than ever, kids are now flipping over containers. You go up and down a grocery store, you got mama with kids in the cart. They're flipping over the packages now, reading what's in the back on the supplement facts panel. What's color number 3, Mom? What is this? I can't pronounce this long name, Mom. Why are you putting that stuff in your body? Said with respect, with no judgment. Did you know that over 95% of all core nutrition that's sold in America is synthetic? Now, it can be argued that it's safe, but it doesn't have the same bioresonance. It doesn't have the same ohm that a Mother Nature pharmacy from the soil, natural, unadulterated, natural nutrition has. Alkalinity awareness, the power of greens, and the idea that you can actually stave off illness and disease. Not me saying it. Go back to 1938. That's when it first determined that alkalinity, anything over the pH of 7.0, is actually clinically the perfect zone where most diseases, including the C word, cannot mutate in an alkaline environment. Not me saying it, it's the science. Very bottom, the emergence of the anti-inflammatory nutrition industry. This is an amazing market segment, the silent killer. It was the cover of Times Magazine a few years ago. The massive awareness around inflammation, and now you see all these major diets about the anti-inflammatory diet. natural immunity, and people looking for healthy energy instead of drinking caffeine or drinking 15 tablespoons of sugar per serving of these death in the can energy drinks. Folks, this is the product. This is the perfect center point. I take 5 minutes on this because if you don't have a product that's powerful, if you don't have a product that's in massive demand, and if it's priced right for as little as $2.60 per serving, with a 60-day 100% money back guarantee. There's nothing to return. We don't play this game. Ship back your empty, gusseted bags. We're not playing that game. Call the company within 60 days of purchase, and they will reverse the charge on your card. No questions asked.